Hey guys, in this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this sweatshirt dress. I love wearing it to do groceries or put it on over my workout clothes on the way to the gym, or just go grab a cup of coffee. Let's begin. You'll need 2 yards of ivory fleece and 2 yards of black snap tape, also black and ivory threads. Please be aware that I didn't include seam allowance in the measurements on the pattern. Measure and cut out front as shown on the pattern. Put the back pattern on the fabric. As you see, I just copied some of the front pattern to the back pattern. To make sure that your curve is correct, just lay down front pattern on the back pattern, connect it under the underarm, and draw the curve. For the pocket, you'll need 2 layers of the fabric. I didn't want it to be too thick, so for the inner side, I chose jersey fabric from my old t-shirt. To make it easier to cut the pocket, just use the front pattern for it. Sew the top of the pocket on the right side of the fabric with overlock stitch. To cut the bottom of the tunic, fold 2 layers of fabric and then fold one more time on the sides as it's shown on the pattern. I use front and back pattern together to draw the curve. Connect front and back at the shoulders so you see the wrong side and sew with overlock stitch. Lay down right side of the front and jersey fabric wrong side on the top and sew the sides. Turn to the back of the garment, the right side up, and get the fleece side of the pocket connected to the sides. Connect the rest of the sides from the underarm till the pockets from the wrong side with the overlock stitch. Now we need to finish the pockets. Turn the garment inside out and sew the pockets at the top with 1 inch and at the bottom with 1.5 inch with regular stitch. I wanted the bottom of my dress to be tighter, So I cut out a little bit along the middle of the back and bottom part. Overlock each side of the middle of the back separately, then lay down the middle of the back with the wrong sides out and mark how long do you want the opening in the back to be. In my case, it's 7 inches. And then sew them together till the mark with the regular stitch. Since I didn't leave enough allowance at the bottom overlap, I'm adding extra fabric to the both sides, so it overlaps about 1.5 inch from each side. Just use overlock stitch to connect it. You won't see it under the snap tape. Put bottom pieces with the wrong side out and sew bottom and sides with the regular stitch. After I sewed everything together, iron it. To attach the bottom part to the garment, find the middle of the bottom part and the middle of the front of the dress, and start connecting it from the right side as shown till all around the back. A little tip for you: first connect the middle, then the ends at the back, and then only connect the rest of the bottom so it distributed evenly. Sew it with overlock stitch. Also, I made a simple stitch along the bottom so it doesn't look too wavy. Put the pattern of the sleeves to the fabric, cut, and sew them on the sides. Cut the cuffs as shown on the pattern. To make a hole for the thumb, fold the cuffs vertically, mark the middle, and make marks 1 inch from each side of the middle. So it's 2 inches in the middle and another 2 inches from each side for the holes. Sew as shown with regular stitch. Repeat the same with the second cuff. After it's done, for better results, iron and fold it into the cuffs connecting the holes. Sew as shown. On the sleeve, mark 1 inch from the seam and connect it with the cuff from the right side, so the mark on the sleeve is connected to the seam on the cuff. Repeat the same with the other sleeve, but make sure to mirror it. Once sleeves are done, sew them together with the body part. Cut the collar as shown on the pattern. Please ignore my curves. I actually didn't like the way it worked out, and later I just cut it straight. Fold the collar the wrong side out and sew these sides with regular stitch. Cut the snap tape and sew it as shown together. Attach it to the side of the collar. I used a zipper head, so it's easier to cut through the snaps. To make it easier for myself, I connected the side of the collar together to check where the other side of the collar should be placed, and attach the snap tape outside and inside of the collar as shown and sew it. Here, it's up to you if you want the front closure to be in the center or a little bit on the side. I made it on the side. Connect the collar to the garment from the wrong side with overlock stitch. Make sure that once you attached it, you can close the snap tape. Attach snap tape to the inside of the overlap. Align it so it's right in the middle of the seam. Make sure to test it before sewing so it closes correctly. I sew the inside part first and then attach the snap tape as decoration to the outside of my dress. Make sure don't stretch or gather fabric too much so the snap tape looks natural on the fabric. After I completed my dress, I didn't like that the pocket was hanging inside too much, so I decided to make it tighter at the top like this. Here is the complete look of my sweatshirt dress. I hope it was easy for you to follow along and you enjoyed it.